This summer, in honor of our 10-year anniversary, my wife and I will be traveling through the Swiss Alps, from Zurich all the way to Zermatt. There's so much mental and economic stress in the US right now, so we figured, what better way to escape all that than with 10 days of hiking in the most beautiful place in the world.
There's a cow in the road.
Hey, buddy. We've entered prime Switzerland now. This is by far the biggest and most expensive trip we've ever done, so it's safe to say we're pretty excited. We stepped inside Instagram. We're Hannah and Jake, and we like to explore cool places all over the world.
Let's go fast!
And this is the story of our 10 days in Switzerland. I don't have any words that can do this place justice. So back in January of this year when we were planning this trip, Hannah and I had millions of ideas of where we could go or what we could do. We were thinking about Asia, or maybe Norway, or maybe somewhere else in the country that we haven't been to yet, like a national park or something. There's one place that we've always wanted to go to, and that's Switzerland. But we've always kind of put it on the back burner just because of the cost. It's a very expensive country to go to. But this year we basically just said, screw it. You know what? It's our 10-year anniversary. We've been working hard, saving up. Let's just get out there, enjoy ourselves, and do it. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jake. I'm a tattoo artist here in South Carolina, and my wife Hannah is in school right now for software development, and we both just happen to really love traveling. This time last year, we started this YouTube channel to kind of document our travels. I've always made travel videos, but never in like a professional sense. It's always been more of a hobby. I kind of just made videos for fun rather than taking it seriously. So for this trip, I wanted to make the best video that I can and kind of showcase traveling and all of its ups and downs. I've done a ton of research for this trip and sculpted an itinerary that starts us in Zurich and then takes us all the way down the country to Zermatt. And we're gonna make all the stops in the Jungfrau region of different villages that we can go to. It's gonna be a trip. Only there's a problem. Normally when Hannah and I travel, we either have like a camper van or a rental car that we can put all of our big stuff in when we're on the move. But for this trip, we're just using public transit. It's our first trip ever doing this. So that means we have to downsize everything into these. All I really want from this trip is to just get away for a while, not think about anything, not worry about anything, and just enjoy this time with Hannah and check Switzerland off my bucket list. So, let's go. Our plan is to leave out of Myrtle Beach, connect in Atlanta, and then make the 11-hour flight to Switzerland, landing in Zurich. After arriving in Zurich, we hopped on a train to explore the town of Lucerne before pushing on to our hotel in Grindelwald. All right, so we made it to Switzerland, and my original plan was to go straight to Grindelwald, but Hannah and a couple other people that I was watching mentioned this town or city, Lucerne. So we had to stop there before we go to Grindelwald for tonight because our hotel is in Grindelwald, but we just want to explore the city a little bit. We're gonna go see a really old bridge. I think it was built in like the 1100s or something, and possibly a monument to a lion. So yeah, it has been a day so far.
We are very jet lagged and exhausted from all the traveling, running on very little sleep.
Well, we'll make it work.
Yeah.
Might find some Burger King. We filled up on some divine, local cuisine before heading out into the city to explore. Made it to Lucerne. Back there, right behind the Swiss flag, there's the oldest, I think it's the oldest bridge in Europe. What was it called? Cathedral Bridge? Castle Bridge?
Old something bridge.
Very old bridge. And if you look right behind it, you'll see a very inviting castle. The Chapel Bridge was built in 1333 and is the oldest covered wooden bridge in Europe. Originally a part of the city's fortifications, it's famous for its interior series of triangular 17th century paintings illustrating local history and legends. In 1993, a major fire destroyed most of the artwork, but the bridge was meticulously reconstructed, returning it to its former glory. Oh yeah, and there was a dancing skeleton. So right now we're passing a bunch of luxury stores and shops and stuff, fancy watches, fancy handbags.
Fancy everything.
Fancy everything. Next to a busy road, and we're about to go and see this lion monument. Coming up on a old Swiss chalet here, or an old Swiss house. The architecture on the buildings, nobody prepared me for it. Like look at this. Just a random building on the corner of the street. So we made it to the lion monument, and I think there were soldiers who died in the French Revolution that were Swiss natives, I guess, and this is kind of a monument to those who fell during that battle. And this monument also is one of the biggest tourist attractions if you come to Lucerne, and I can see why, because I did not expect it to be as large as it is.
Sounded a bit inappropriate.
So apparently it was built in 1819. It took 2 years to carve this out. It's so crazy to me that they just carved this out of the side of a mountain. It was such a serene little area. It was very calming, very relaxing. I definitely could have spent some more time there.
Are you headed out? Yeah. Okay.
The 4 of us are peeling off.
This gift shop here is a mini version. Got a amphitheater over here, and then right behind
It's crystalline.
is Lake Lucerne. I think it's Lake Lucerne. Correct me if I'm wrong. Place to eat right there. Mountains in the background. And we really did get
Perfect day.
we got a beautiful, perfect day. Blue skies all around. It's like 70 degrees.
And we got beautiful mountains, a beautiful city, and the Asgard.
And you can see all the locals here just chilling on the beach. This guy looks cool. Hello, Swan.
I don't think words can do justice how beautiful this is. We're in the city of Lucerne, which is one of the oldest cities in Europe. There's just medieval architecture everywhere, like the lake. There's swans everywhere. I mean, it's perfect.
Everything about the city is so clean. Like even the water is just crystal clear. And Hannah just noticed something too, that everyone here in Lucerne drives on the correct side of the road. Just like in America.
Goodbye, Lucerne. You are truly beautiful.
So we made it on our train. We had to run because we spent a little bit too much time on Lake. What was the lake? Lake Lucerne. Lake Lucerne. So, but we made it with seconds to spare. So next is Grindelwald. This is supposed to be a very scenic train going to Interlaken, and then we have to change trains to go to Grindelwald. The scenic train ride takes approximately 3 hours to get from Lucerne to Grindelwald, and you're rewarded with some incredible views of the Alps and Lake Brienz, which unfortunately we didn't have the time or energy to do. It's worth mentioning too, we went ahead and purchased the SBB half fare card. So all the trains and some of the cable cars and buses that we take here are half price. It's a flat rate of 125 Swiss francs. So 125 Swiss francs per person, and you get half fare on all the trains and stuff. Bargain. After about 30 more minutes on the train, we got our first look at the Swiss Alps. I remember my jet lag just went away for a minute. I was just like, holy, we made it. The blue ass water. We made it to Grindelwald. Finally. Boom. Made it. Now all we gotta do is find Hotel Sonnenberg. Somewhere around here. Welcome to Grindelwald. This is beautiful. Grindelwald is known for its skiing in the winter months and hiking in the summer. It's also the base for ascents up the iconic north face of the Eiger Mountain. We're a little tired from the day. Sonnenberg is right up that hill. Final push. So when you arrive in Switzerland, one thing to note is do yourself a favor and get a hotel close to the train station that you're staying at. I remember my legs were burning before we even started any of the hikes that we were doing, but the views made up for it. Let's see the view. Oh yeah. Look at that view. Now that is awesome. And if you look way up at the top, that's the Eiger, which we're gonna be climbing in 2 days. Well, not climbing, but we're gonna be doing the Eiger Trail underneath the north face of the mountain. So that's gonna be cool.
Sitting in the hotel bed in Grindelwald. Look at this. Just letting in cool, fresh air.
Good morning from Grindelwald. We got some exciting stuff today. We're gonna hike all the way up to the top of the Fallhorn if we can. And in order to get there, we have to take a cable car up to the first and then walk to this, I think it's called Lake Backalpsee, however you say it. But it's like a mile-long walk to the lake and then another however many miles to get to the top. See how it goes. We enjoyed a traditional Swiss breakfast, which consisted of lunch meat and cheese, before making our way to the first. Okay, making our way to the first. They call the first the top of adventure because there's so many activities available at the top, and the only way to get there is via cable car or make the steep 3-mile walk. Needless to say, we took the cable car.
And our first cable car.
First cable car, the first cable car, because we're going to the first.
Hannah, are you excited to go on your very first cable car?
I'm a little nervous. This is kind of freaky, but yeah, it's crazy beautiful.
There's the Eiger. We just saw our first Swiss cows right down below. Our very first view of the cows of Switzerland, the real locals.
The bells make the prettiest sound, like it's so beautiful.
Just absolutely thrilled right now. We've waited so long to get to this moment right here, going up to the first. This was one of the days I was most excited for, so. Ooh, I'm pumped, I'm thrilled. Look at that glacier right there. Oh man, and there's a snow cap right up here. Just, sorry, it's a little bumpy. Just hanging off the side of the mountain.
Oh my goodness. Try not to think about it too hard.
Nauseous.
Oh my god.
Oh, check this out for when you arrive. Wow. Just 360 panorama views. I'm not even kidding when I'm saying this is like one of the most beautiful views I've ever seen. Wow. Well, that's a big spider. Okay, we're just gonna duck under him. Here is the, okay, so this is the first cliff walk. Look at this view. Oh man. Oh look, there's a waterfall right there too. Let's get some pictures. So right now we're doing the first cliff walk. Oh shit.
These are my favorite kind of mountains. These are insane, of course.
I'm going across the bridge here. It's not for the faint of heart. Don't look down. I was so worried we were gonna get rained on today. I mean, we probably will, but if it does rain, they shut this whole thing down if there's any lightning or anything like that, because you're walking on metal. So I'm so glad we were able to do this. So we're about to head to Backalpsee Lake, and you can see, as beautiful as it is over here you can see the clouds are moving in. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get to the Foulhorn today, unfortunately. Without doing the foul horn, this actually buys us some extra time to relax at the first and Lake Bacalpsy before heading back the way we came. They have a restaurant here. Yeah, they got a whole thing up here, so we're gonna probably make the walk now to Bacalpsy and go check out the lake there before the rain slams into us. Alright, we're on the right path. We got the cow poo here. Oh yeah, we're getting close. The jacket's coming off. This whole trail smells like cow.
Literally. The whole trail.
Almost there. I found a really cool bench. A snail. So we're almost to Bacalpsy, and we found cows just sitting along the trail. Hey buddy, there's cows everywhere. So we've entered prime Switzerland now. When you think about Switzerland, you think about the cows, the cowbells, the misty mountains, and we got all of that on this trail. I literally couldn't have asked for a more incredible trail. Like, if you come to Switzerland, make this one a priority, seriously. Look at this handsome guy right here. There was literally so much beauty just in that one trail. I probably could have made a whole separate video on just that trail alone. And it ended up being one of my favorite moments of the entire trip. And I'm just so glad, so grateful that we were able to experience that. Got quite the view. Let's keep moving. Alright, so we just arrived at Lake Bacalpsy, and it is beautiful. I can see why it's so popular. Lake Bacalpsy was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, there were mountains, cows, flowers, like anything you could imagine as far as beauty goes in Switzerland was on that trail. I remember I didn't even film that much of Lake Bacalpsy looking back on it, just because we were just taking it all in. Everything, you looked in every direction, it was just wow, wow, wow. And like, I didn't even think to film most of it.
I don't think I'm gonna like this footage. I'm probably gonna tell you not to use it. That was bad.
Wanna do it again?
Yeah.
Jump. So we just finished up here in Bacalpsy and got some cool drone shots. And now we're gonna go back to the first. So we're gonna go back the way we came, and we're gonna see if we can ride some go-karts down the mountain.
Even though we didn't get to hike the Foulhorn, it was still incredible. Swiss weather's totally unpredictable, so you definitely don't want to get stuck on a mountain in the middle of a thunderstorm.
Just for reference, where we were earlier, the first cafe, check this out now, the view. That's how fast it can change up here in the mountains. We can't see anything. That's where we took the photo earlier. And this rain is cold, so I'm going back in. we decided to get some food at the world's most expensive restaurant and wait for this all to blow over. $22, or excuse me, 22 Swiss francs. So almost 30 US dollars for a sausage and some fries. And sure enough, the weather cleared up, so we decided to rent some go-karts. Look at that. We're in line for the carts and there's just an avalanche. Wow. I think it ended up being the best 40 bucks I've spent in my life. I mean, that was fun. Come on. This goes fast. Met up with a cow. Hey, dude. I gotta slow down. I think I left Hannah. Hi. There she goes. Let's catch her. Oh, shoot. There's a cow in the road. Hey, buddy. Hey. Ooh, big boy.
When you're at the top of the first, you can get down the mountain by paragliding, biking, but I'm definitely glad that we went with the mountain carts. What an experience.
Cows are blocking the road here. It's about a 1.5 mile descent down to Bort Station from the first, and you're gonna want to beware of electric cow fences if you're holding a camera. That fence. There's one just like it up there and it shocked me as I went through it. I guess it thought I was a cow.
It's like one of the most fun things I've ever done, and I was kind of nervous about it because it looked crazy, but that was so much fun.
I mean, when you're driving at those speeds,
you don't even feel like you're going that fast. Like, I thought it was gonna be insane, but it was just fun.
You can go like as fast as you want to. Some people flew by us, but we like to take our time. So that was pretty incredible. After returning our go-karts, we left out of Bort Station and got the cable car back down to Grindelwald. And the last thing you want to do after a long day of hiking is a steep climb back to your hotel. Good morning from Grindelwald. Look at the view. Yeah, the weather is not really cooperating. It is, it's rainy, cloudy, and you can't see anything out here, which is a shame because today we're supposed to be doing the Eiger Trail. But if it's rainy and cloudy and cold, we may have to switch some things up. I don't know, we're kind of just gonna have to see as the day goes on. If it starts to clear up a little bit, then we'll get out there. But if not, I don't really know what we're gonna do. Yeah, you can't see anything, so. After another interesting breakfast, we said goodbye to our hotel in Grindelwald and set off for the Eiger. In the rain. Thankfully though, all the hotels this trip allowed us to store our bags for the day, saving us from the overpriced Swiss lockers. So right now we're at the Grindelwald terminal and we're gonna take a cable car, the Eiger Express, up to Eiger Glacier to start this hike. And hopefully the weather clears up by then. Fingers crossed. So you don't get confused like I did. Grindelwald Terminal is a transit hub for the Eiger Express and its gondolas, while the Grindelwald, or Dorf, is the main station located in the town center.
We got this whole cable car all to ourselves. Going up to the Eiger. The Eiger Trail, that is.
Listen to the music that they're playing right now. They gave us our own soundtrack.
I think because it's supposed to be this dramatic, like, scene of the Eiger, but we can't see anything.
This is getting ridiculous. It just started snowing.
All we're wearing are like rain shells and t-shirts. We thought it was gonna be like 60 degrees is what the weather said.
I'm in a t-shirt and it's snowing outside. Oh Jesus. So we may have made a mistake. We didn't pack any like really warm clothes because yesterday we got sunburnt because of how warm it was and we didn't want to carry all that stuff. And now look how it is today from the base of the Eiger North Face. Snowing. Freezing. If that doesn't tell you how weird Swiss weather is, I don't know what will. We may have to change the plans a little bit. With the weather not cooperating, we abandoned the North Face Trail and decided to hike down to Kleine Scheidegg. We still wanted to get a big hike in though, so we opted for the southern portion of the Eiger Trail, which isn't quite as popular, but the lower elevation meant better weather. From Eiger Glacier Station down to Kleine Scheidegg, it's too snowy and it's too foggy up here. So minimal change, but it's not quite the Eiger Trail. Still really cold, but at least there's a little bit of sunshine. Down there is going to be Kleine Scheidegg, and that's where we're hiking to. The hike down to Kleine Scheidegg is about 1.5 miles downhill, and then from there it'll be another 3 miles to get to Alpiglen, which is our ticket out of here. On our way to Kleine Scheidegg, and the clouds moved in, and it happened in a split second. So if you're out here on a adventurous trail, more kind of off the beaten path, you really got to know what you're doing because the clouds move in and you can't see your hand in front of your face. And if you stumble off the trail, you're done. So always be prepared. And that's kind of why we avoided the Eiger North Face Trail, unfortunately, just because of the weather conditions. Because I'll turn it around and maybe you can see.
It's eerie.
It's eerie and it's foggy. So I did actually record a monologue for Kleine Scheidegg when we were walking in, and it wasn't till the end of the day when I was sorting out all the footage that I realized as my mic wasn't plugged in to my camera. So yeah, rookie mistake. But basically, Kleine Scheidegg, it's more of a train station than an actual town, but it's got some hotels and, you know, some, it's where people go to do their summer skiing and stuff like that. But with the rain and the weather as bad as it was, we didn't really have a whole lot to do there. I'm sure if the weather was better, we would have enjoyed it much more. So we pretty much just got some food and some souvenirs.
Got a
And
shirt.
then we continued on about 4 more miles to Alpeglen.
In the town.
Best-selling beer in town. We think.
After finishing our lunch, we browsed some souvenir shops to wait out some of the weather before setting off on our big hike. So there's Kleine Scheidegg, where we're hiking down from, and right behind it you can see, oh my god, it's so beautiful, the Eiger. You see way up there, that's the Eiger Express. And that's where we started our hike, was from the top of there at Eiger Glacier Station. Now we're down here at the bottom. So we've got some more of the prime Switzerland experience.
Watch out, he'll bite you.
I remember when the weather finally cleared up, Hannah and I were just like, oh, thank you. We finally got some good weather.
We were supposed to read that sign, I guess, and come down this path, but we kept going down that road there. Good thing we caught it, and we didn't keep going in the wrong direction. So the hike didn't go exactly as planned. We still enjoyed every moment, and as we got lower and lower in elevation, the weather seemed to just get better and better. So it actually ended up being a really nice hike. Not quite the North Face Trail, but still absolutely stunning.
Even though things didn't work out, the way that we wanted them to, that's traveling. That's the Swiss Alps. That's bad weather. What can you do? We still got a beautiful hike in, thankfully. And it ended up being a beautiful end to the day. We made some awesome memories and got some great photos too. All right, we made it to Alpeglen train station. So we're gonna head back to Grindelwald now and grab our luggage. And then it's off to a new place, Lauterbrunnen. To get from Grindelwald to Lauterbrunnen, you'll need to change trains in Interlaken, and it takes roughly an hour to complete.
Hey, bird.
Saying goodbye to Grindelwald, our next stop is Lauterbrunnen, where we'll also be exploring the towns of Mürren and Wengen over the next few days. We're on our way to Lauterbrunnen, and look, a waterfall. All right, made it to Lauterbrunnen. Oh man, the second you pull up, you see the Zermatt Falls. Man, this is crazy. Lauterbrunnen is famous for its sky-high rock faces, Zermatt Falls, and it was also the inspiration for Tolkien in The Lord of the Rings, with Lauterbrunnen being Rivendell. And that right there is our hotel, right across from Zermatt Falls. How cool is that?
35. There it is.
Alright. This will do. And out the window, We got a view of not Stomach Falls, but we got the city here. That evening, we found a really cool pub right next to our hotel, which happened to be the only one in Lauterbrunnen. So we're at this pub right across from the hotel that we're staying at, and I got the traditional Swiss bratwurst. Tastes like sausage. And Hannah got nachos.
I'm an American. What can I say?
Spoken like a true American. Good morning from Lauterbrunnen. So we got a big day planned today. We're gonna go back to the train station that we were at yesterday, and we're gonna take the Grindelwald cable car up to the top and change trains and get to Mürren.
I'm eating Pokemon eggs for breakfast.
Then from Mürren, we're gonna go to the very top of the mountain, which is called the Schilthorn. And the Schilthorn was used in the James Bond movie, In Her Majesty's Service, I think it was called.
But I mean what I say, and I'll do what I claim.
And maybe find some other stuff to do, maybe Grindelwald, maybe another hike or something, but it's gonna be a big day. So we're gonna load up on some breakfast and start a walk to the train station. Apparently there's a marathon going on today from Grindelwald all the way to Lauterbrunnen, and there's about 10,000 participants.
Come from all over the world.
Yeah, it happens once a year, and yeah, they come from all over the world.
We're gonna see a lot of people running around today.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna be one of them. The Jungfrau Marathon is a 42-kilometer or 26-mile race through the mountains that starts in Interlaken and finishes at Glacier. The race attracts runners from all over the world and has an elevation gain of over 2,300 meters, or, for my Americans watching, over 15 football fields. So right now we're on the cable car, which takes you to Grindelwald, and then we'll change and get a train to Mürren. Let me explain. So basically, we're on a cable car from Lauterbrunnen to Grindelwald. From there, we'll cross over the valley by train to the beautiful mountain town of Mürren, before pushing on up the mountain to the Schilthorn. So we've made it to Mürren. Now, Mürren is a car-free village, so the only way that you can get here is by cable cars, trains, and buses. And that makes it very quiet and very peaceful. And man, look at the weather. It's great so far. I don't want to jinx anything, but it's gonna be great. One of my plans for this trip was to actually stay in Mürren, and plans obviously changed, but if we were going to stay in Mürren, this was the hotel I had booked.
Hotel Alpina. What do you think, Hannah? Should we go paragliding?
Absolutely not.
Mürren was once a settlement of the Walser people and belongs to the municipality of Lauterbrunnen. Mürren was first written about in the 13th century, and the small alpine village sits at 1,650 meters above sea level, or about 5,400 feet. Man, words can't even describe how beautiful Mürren is. Like, my camera literally cannot capture the magic that you feel when you're walking these streets. You know, when you look past the $8 sodas and your calves being on fire, it truly is otherworldly. It was now time to get the cable car all the way up the mountain to the Schilthorn. Now, the Schilthorn is incredible. Not only was it funded and used by James Bond himself,
Resignation from what?
Her Majesty's Secret Service.
but they somehow managed to build a museum, restaurant, gift shop, viewing platform, and a whole bunch of other stuff up there on the top of the mountain. Pretty impressive. So we're gonna go all the way up there and check it out for ourselves. Right, so we are now entering the cable car that takes us up to the Schilthorn. Did I mention that this is the steepest cable car in the entire world? When you're going on such an incline like that, you're going basically vertical. Yeah, towards the end it got a little spooky. So we made it to Berg, and I thought that this was the Schilthorn, but it turns out we have to take yet another cable car to get to the Schilthorn. That's how high up and high altitude it is. So this is Berg. Wow. Berg was incredible. Every direction you look was just an epic view. Not only was it so beautiful, but they had this thing called the Thrill Walk. And you know me, if I hear the word thrill, I'm automatically interested. And we got some beautiful photos too. So right now we're doing a thrill walk. And it's easy to see why. Whatever you do, don't look down.
Spooky. Look at what Jake's doing right now.
Oh boy. Oh man. This is crazy. Now I want to make it very clear that it is much more terrifying when you're there looking down at a 1,000-foot drop. I am so high up right now. They don't have this back in Myrtle Beach. Oh, made it. Now Hannah's got to get across. Man, I thought the first cliff walk was crazy. I mean, it was, but this is something else. I bet you're thinking, Jake, this couldn't get any crazier. Look down. The floor is now entirely made of glass. At least it looks sturdy. Well, that's comforting. The Thrill Walk is still being constructed at the time of this video, so we got to enter free of charge.
This is crazy.
Very un-Swiss-like. So that town way down there is Mürren, where we came from, and then further down that in the valley is Lauterbrunnen, where we're staying. I remember the whole time, I just couldn't believe how high up we were. We are so high up right now.
There's no way I'm actually doing this right now. What if I drop my phone? Oh my god. This is crazy. Ah. You know, I think I'm good right here. I think I'm good.
How was it?
It was fun, but it was scary.
What am I doing? Yo.
How was that?
Okay, we're on our way back now from the, what is this place called? Berg? The Thrill Walk of Berg. And now we're gonna head even higher up to the Schilthorn.
That was exhausting and scary.
Yeah, we're at high altitudes now, so every step you take is like 3 times as exhausting. Just for some perspective as to how high up we are, that peak right there is the Jungfraujoch, which is the top of Europe, the highest point that you can get to in Europe. That right there is where we're going, which is the Schilthorn. How they managed to build it up there, I have no idea, but it's pretty impressive. There's also a spinning, rotating restaurant up there at Schilthorn, and we're gonna try and eat there and see if we can get a table. It's about a 5-minute cable car journey to get to the top, and it feels almost like a vertical incline, so that's a little intimidating. The Schilthorn sits at almost 10,000 feet, and you can experience the spectacular views of over 200 mountain peaks. Okay, so we made it to the top of the Schilthorn. This is the highest point of our entire trip. And actually, this is the highest point Hannah and I have ever been to, ever, in any of our trips. Take a look at this. So right over there, that's the Eiger, and then the Munch, and then that's the Jungfrau. The 3 major peaks of the Jungfrau region. We explored the outside for a bit, taking in the panoramic views, before retreating inside to check out the gift shop and restaurant. So we're heading to the restaurant now, and apparently this rotates 360 degrees around, so you get a view of all the mountains. Not a bad place to eat lunch. And name a better place to watch James Bond.
That's where we are right now.
Another thing about being at such high altitudes is you don't need to drink as much because it hits you a lot faster. So yeah, the restaurant was pretty much exactly as I expected. The views were unbeatable. You know, I have no complaints there. The service and the food, the quality of the food, however, they were not so good. And that's going to be a reoccurring theme that you see in this video is Switzerland isn't really known for their food or their hospitality. But at least the beer was good. Ruggenbrau. I poured that so wrong. The Schilthorn also features a gift shop and spy museum where you can explore the world of James Bond. We have entered Bond world. Although the restaurant was built in 1967 for the movie, the museum was built in 2015 honoring Bond. James Bond.
It's like Operation. You did it. Do that, don't press that.
We're going up.
What button do I press?
After crashing the helicopter, literally, we made our way to the theater to watch a primetime showing of James Bond.
Very
Instead of skiing down though, we opted for the most crowded cable car I have ever stepped foot on. Yeah, that cable car was actually so crowded. There was a lady having a full-on panic attack right next to us saying, "Get me off this thing, get me off this thing." And I can't blame her. It felt like we were on a bus in New Delhi or something. It was terrible. You could probably see it in my eyes when we were leaving Murin and I was monologuing that I was just checked out at that point. Okay, so it's our last few moments in Murin. It's been pretty incredible to say the least. Murin itself is a charming little car-free town, but it is a gateway to lead you up to even greater, I don't want to say greater, but like higher altitude things here in Switzerland. We have 2 more stops that we want to make today if we have time. The first stop being Almenhubel, which is essentially the most beautiful playground on planet Earth. We packed so much into this trip, and if I put it all in one part, it's probably going to crash my computer. So what that means is there's going to be a part 2. I feel very out of place here. One of the most beautiful towns I've ever seen. And of course, it's illegal. Oh man. I remember just looking around and I was like, what the hell am I doing up here?